What's up everybody, John from Old Reading Farm here. Thanks for joining us. Today we are here for part 4 of our window greenhouse build. So the goal today is to get this 2x6 properly secured and trimmed to the right size, because as you can see, we got some overhang there. Whoop. So we're gonna cut it down, make sure it fits and get that secured, and then maybe work on getting some trim pieces in, all kinds of stuff. Stick around. Just so you guys can get an appreciation for how cold it is, this was a trash can that I smartly left outside. That's now solid ice. We're storing our wood under this tarp. Ice, ice, ice here. Ice, ice, ice. This is ice, this is ice, this is also ice, which is my work table. So, you know, just doing a little ice picking before I get to work. Just a reminder to all you kids out there, don't leave your stuff outside when there's an ice storm coming. We are working on getting the 2x6s that will serve as the support for the roof secured. Right now they're just temporarily secured with screws. Problem with screws is that they have very little shear, which means they can't hold weight horizontally. So if you just screw in the 2x6 here, when you have the roof weight coming down on it, this 2x6 is going to want to go down, and that's going to just break those screws. That's why if you've ever broken a screw, you can understand how easy it is. Sometimes you over torque it, or you know, if you're trying to pull it out, sometimes it just snaps right off. Much harder to do with nails. All right, so we're gonna start with this guy, gonna make sure it's level, and then he's probably good, so I can just nail him right in, and then we'll go from there. So, got everything cut and nailed in. Next step is going to be trimming off the little top pieces so that everything's flush. The one thing you will notice, whenever I'm putting nails into structural members like this, I always try to go in on a little bit of an angle. The reason being, this piece is going to want to be pushing out from the posts. The roof is going to be angling like this, and so it's giving an outward force to the 2x6s, so they're going to want to push out. If you just put the nails straight in, the nails don't hold that much force that way, so if you put them in on an angle, it's just one of those extra little things that makes a difference. And then in case anybody's wondering, I'm using 3¼ inch hot dip galvanized framing nails, and the reason for that is because these posts are pressure treated, and so the hot dip galvanized will last longer in that with all the chemicals in here. They won't break them down nearly as long as untreated nails. So next I'm gonna go and I'm gonna cut all the top pieces off. I don't know what's next. You'll have to see. It's a mystery. Woo-hoo-hoo. So I don't know whether my battery is too dead or the cold is really affecting the pressure treated posts, but I'm having a real tough time cutting them down. Good thing I waited until now to do it. So I'm just gonna move on. I'm gonna rebuild the stained glass window pieces that I had here and push them up and then try to fit the windows down along the bottom, because if I can get that set, that'll be a pretty good day. All right, so we got both windows in there, bing and bing. And so now I have these two right here that should fit right down there underneath. I'm basically gonna do the same thing. Set up a couple frames, just like that. Hang them down there, bang, bang, boom. Here we go. All right, so we got one window in, and that's great. It fits pretty much perfectly. So I am still gonna put the same these little 1-inch strips down here to both, again, hold the window in and create a little bit of a seal. So I'm gonna go rip a whole bunch of those down on the circular saw, and then I will come back and set up the frame for this guy, and then put them all in. All right, so I got the two windows in, bing and boom. And sad to say, my wife was right. Big surprise. This looks way better with these windows all the way up here. It is super cold out, so I'm gonna clean up, go inside, and we'll see you next time.